I think for everyone, just like it's just been such a wild ride. So as someone who's in this position, how has NIL, how has the transfer portal, how are all these things, how are you managing that as a coach?
I don't know if I'm managing it very well, but I do feel fortunate. Like, I think I'm in a great place to be in this, to be in this changing world. I know that at least at Texas, they care about every sport being. I mean, they say that, and I believe them until it's not the same. But, like, at least we're not a school that's like, we're going to take care of football and volleyball or football and track and field. Like, our athletic director wants every sport at Texas to win. He doesn't think it's fair to tell tennis coaches won 2 natties, like, oh, we're going to take money from you and give it to swimming. Or, like, he just wants to support everybody. So I think it might take us a while. He's not just fully funding our programs, like, tomorrow. Which I don't know if I necessarily agree with either, But I do, I think part of it's really, it makes me sad that there are less opportunities. I feel terrible for, like, what men's team, the men's teams in the SEC going down to 22. Like, I think it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And I think the opportunities also for, the high school swimmers. Like, I mean, in all honesty, I'd probably rather take a college kid who's been in it for 2 years, Division I level, over somebody at a high school, because there's so much learning, right? Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I was at one place for almost 16 years. I took a stint in Asia, and then as another, like, I've been here. This is my 13th year, so I'm like John Stockton or the Utah Jazz. Like, I want to be, like, loyal to my people. Yeah. So I believe in, I don't know, in some way that also carries on to, like, this. I don't think it's you go here for a couple of years. I don't like the idea of just kind of following the money. I think it's kind of sad,
Yeah. Well, I feel like it almost, that we talked to a couple coaches about this, like, it's so hard to keep, like, a cohesion and a culture together if guys are just, like, jumping one way or the other.
Right,
it's like, how do you even, as the leader of the team, even manage that?
Yeah. Right. I mean, and I would love it. I mean, in a perfect world, you want athletes to come say, wow, I really see myself getting better at Texas, getting better at this school. Like, these are my people, this is my place, I'm staying here, and hopefully they can afford it. That's like how you wish, I wish things were like, I hope they stay like that. I hope there's some sort of, like, purity in moving forward. Yeah. Or if there's kind of a reaction and it goes the other way, then maybe it goes back to center a little bit. But I also want to be a little bit, I mean, I think the best athletes, the best people, business, work, life, like, you're light on your feet and you can change. So I don't want to be so stuck, like, I want it the old way, because it's not going to be the old way, right? So I just want to maybe be nimble and move with the times, but also treat people as well as I can. So, I mean, to keep that inherently in the system,
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, you were named, I'll move a little bit, you were named female assistant coach on the Olympic team this past summer. Head coaching and spots on the Olympic team is very male dominated.
Right.
And I'll speak to this as, like, I was in the corporate world in New York and Wall Street, and it's male dominated. Yeah. And I will speak to my piece, and I have no idea how you feel about this, but I just feel like there's a level of, like, pressure that makes you feel like you need to be, like, very, like, direct and sometimes harsh, and, like, I'm not that way. Like, I'm, emotional and sensitive and all those things, and I think those things are a superpower when it comes to relationships, when it comes to being a leader. But sometimes to me, when you're thrust into those positions, when it's male dominated, I feel like there's this pressure. So, one, curious if that's how you feel, and if not, how do you stay true to who you are when you're in that type of position?
Well, I think I try not to think of, like, what other people say or think, right? Unless you know me well. But, like, I think I've always been direct, maybe, and I've always been curious. It probably, like, you were like, oh, you're really blunt. And I'm like, really? Like, but so I don't think that's changed me. I like to think that I'm, like, a really good coach that happens to be female. Like, and every once in a while I do feel like it, I don't know what, if I'm sitting in our, like, head coach meeting or something, and there's 4 females in the room out of 25 or something. Or like sometimes I think, oh, maybe I shouldn't be the first to speak up because I'm like, no, just. So I think I've just wired my brain to just fit in where I fit in and be my best self and carry forward, because I think that's, if I'm in a model of behavior you want to see in men or women, like you just want to give everybody confidence. Not that men need a lot more confidence sometimes. I mean, I don't even know why I said that, but like, I think what I'm trying to do with the women on my team is give them as much confidence as possible, real confidence, right? Yeah. Like, it's the only way they're going to be better leaders, better people, and and I know that I'm a most confident self when I'm just surrounded with people who like and respect, probably just respect me. I don't care if they like me, but just like, it's just kind of a mutual respect, and we're making each other better. So I guess like every once in a while I feel a little lost, like not that I'm shape shifting or something. I'm like, ugh, I'm tired of all these men. But it's not bad, But I'm like, it's not like I want to go shopping and get my nails done. I just am like, I feel strange, But I think at some point it's like, until it gets more even or back to normal, I just have to like be my best self, and hopefully other people can follow suit.